Welcome to class, students. In today's class we continue our discussion on arrays, memories, parameters and strings. Arrays are allowed in Verilog for register, reg, integer, time, real time and vector register data types. Multidimensional arrays can also be declared with any number of dimensions. Arrays of nets can also be used to connect ports of generated instances. This we discuss more on structural description. Each element of the array can be used in the same as a scalar or vector net. Arrays are accessed by array name you have to write, and then within square bracket you have to write a subscript, array index we refer. For multidimensional arrays, indexes need to be provided for each dimension. If you see an example, integer count 0:7. What it defines? It defines an array of 8 count variables of integer type. What is integer? Integer is nothing but a register of size 31 down to 0, minimum 32 bit size register. Similarly, you can see one more example where register boolean type we want to define. Register BOOL bool means boolean type register, each of size 1 bit, such 31 down to 0 means 32 1 bit boolean registers we are declaring by this. And each element of an array is selected by writing. So this is a type declaration. When you declare an object, then you can select bool of 0, bool of 1, bool of 2, like that, bool of 31 different elements you can select. One more, we have seen integer type, register, then now we are seeing time. Array can be defined for time also. The name here is, name of an array is check underscore point 1:100. So you are starting from 1 till 100, means 100 different elements we are creating and of type time. So each element can be accessed of time type, we can access by check underscore point of 1, 2, 3, so on up to 100. So 100 different time values can be stored in this array. Now here you are declaring, now default size here is integer, means such 8 different integer variables we have defined, 32 different 1 bit boolean registers we have defined, and now we are using time, so 100 different elements. Now here in register, if you see, we have defined vector as well as an array. 4:0 corresponds to an vector size, so width of each location is 5 bit, and port ID 0 to 7, such 0 to 7 means 8 different port IDs, port 0 to port 7, each of size 5 bit. So what we are declaring by this, array of 8 port IDs, each port ID is 5 bits wide. So here we have made use of vector, so vector size here is 5 bit, and here such 5 bit 8 different elements we are defining. one more integer, two-dimensional vector. So 4 colon 0. So starting from 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and column numbers, row numbers 0 to 4, and column numbers 0 to 255. So two-dimensional array, we can define or n number of n dimension array in general. So here you can see, so we have defined a 4-dimensional array, 4 dimensions are there, each of size 64 bit. Array name is array 4D, each of size 64 bit. Such 4 different or 4 dimensions are given. Wire 7 colon 0. So 8 bit width W array 2 we are defining. Such 5 colon 0 means 6 different array elements we are defining, each of size 8 bit in width. Declare an array of 8 bit vector wire. Such 6 elements are defined, 5 colon 0. Two-dimensional array we are defining 7 colon 0, 5 colon 0. Now here what is the default size? Default size width is not mentioned, so default is 1 bit. So 1 bit such 0 to 7, 8 cross 6. 8 cross 6 means 48 different elements of 1 bit. Here 1 dimensional array, but each of width 8 bit. This is 4 dimensional array, each of size 64 bits. It's a 2-dimensional integer array. So it can have 0 to 4 means 5 rows, 0 to 255, 5 into 256, that many elements it can store. Here 5 bit width, such 8 different port IDs. These individual port IDs can be selected by writing port underscore ID within square bracket. You can mention the index starting from 0 to 7. It is important not to confuse arrays with net or register vectors. A vector is a single element that has n bits wide. So this is very important. A vector is a single element that is n bits wide. On the other hand, arrays are multiple elements that are 1 bit or in general n bits wide. It depends on the declaration, how we declare and what is the size required based on the requirement of the hardware. So with respect to previous example where you have defined count as 0 colon 7. So in that you want to access count of 5. 0 to 7 you have defined. So 0 to 7 means 8 different elements. In that 6th one, count of 5 means you are selecting 6th element and you are initializing it to 0. Since you have defined an array of integer type, so 6th element in that array you are making it to as 0. You are individually accessing and making it 0. So checkpoint 100. 100th location element you are setting it to 0. Or time type you are defined and initialize checkpoint 100 value initialized to time 0 second. Port ID you are defined default 5 bit width. So in that port ID you are defined 0 colon 7. So such 8 different port IDs are possible. In that port ID of 3 we are selecting and we are initializing it to 0. Each element is of 5 bit. So 0 means that particular all 5 elements will get value 0. So in 2-dimensional array 1 colon 0. So you are selecting one element in a matrix and you are setting value. So matrix in previous example we have defined as 4 colon 0 and 0 colon 255 and we have defined it as integer type. So integer value we can give. So like that you can select individual element and you can assign a value. Assigning port ID equal to 0 is an illegal assignment. This syntax is not allowed. Since port ID is defined as a array of elements, so you have to mention index here. Without mentioning index, if you are trying to assign a 0, this is an illegal syntax, or this syntax is not allowed. Similarly, matrix, you have defined two-dimensional vector. I cannot take only one index and we are trying to assign value 0. This attempt is also illegal. This syntax is not allowed. Next, we continue our discussion of memories with memories. So it is an extension of an array only. In digital simulation, one often needs to model register files, RAMs and ROMs, random access memory and read-only memories. Memories are modeled in Verilog simply as one-dimensional array of registers. Each element of the array is known as an element or word and is addressed by single array index. Each word can be one or more bits. It is important to differentiate between n 1-bit registers and one n-bit register. So vector and arrays, we have seen what is the difference. So you should be able to differentiate between vector and array. Vector means multiple bits, array means an element, multiple elements, each of size 1 bit or maybe n bit. A particular word in memory is obtained by using the address as a memory array subscript. So index subscript means index. When you define memory, each memory location can be accessed, value can be read or value can be written by assignment statements. If you see an example, register memory 1 bit. So register mem 1 bit 0:1023 means 1024 locations we have defined, each of size 1 bit. So the 1024 we are referring it as 1K. So memory of 1024 locations, each of 1 bit are declared with this declaration. Similarly, you can observe a register array only, a memory byte. So 1000 locations, each of size 8 bit in width. 8 bit or 1 byte data can be stored in each location. Such how many locations? 0 to 1024. This syntax is somewhat similar to an arrays only, extension of arrays only. Here in this case you can observe array 1024 elements, 0 to 1023, each of size 8 bit. In previous example, size is not mentioned, default size is 1 bit, such 1024 locations. So 1K memory of 1 bit, 1K memory of 8 bit, we refer like this. Memory byte, we are accessing memory byte, such 0 to 1023 are there. So location 511, if you want to access only 8 bit data of stored in 511 location, so that can be done, memory byte of 511, because single dimensional array or one dimensional array is defined. This particular fetches 1 byte word whose address is 511. Next, we continue our discussion with parameters. So parameter declaration somewhat is similar to defining global constants in case of C programming. Verilog allows constants to be defined in a module by the keyword parameter. Parameters cannot be used as variables. Parameters cannot be used as variables. We know constants in C programming, those cannot be used as variables. Constant value is initialized before using. Instead of number, you are using name in case of parameter or constant. Parameter values for each module instance can be overridden individually at compile time. This allows the module instances to be customized. Parameter types and sizes can also be defined. This we make use in case of structural description. So we may make use of when you want to change from a 4-bit adder to 8-bit adder. So adder size numbers can be increased based on changing the value of n. Parameter port ID. So how you declare a constant in Verilog is with the help of keyword parameter. As we know, keyword should be in lowercase, so parameter is written in lowercase. The name of the constant is port underscore ID, and we are assigning value with 5. So whenever I use port ID within the program, the value assigned here for port ID is 5. So it acts as a constant, port ID into 2. If you assign it to so one of the variable, 5 into 2 will be 10, like that. Instead of writing 5 into 2, we can use constant port ID into 2. And if I change value port ID in the beginning, so 2 to 10, we will no need to change the programs written entirely. Wherever port ID is written, their value is taken as 10 or whatever value we initialize or change. But this on runtime we cannot change this. Before execution of the program only you need to change this value. Once you assign, that value is taken constant. One more example. Parameter cache line width 256. So one more parameter with this name you are defining, and you are initializing with value 256. So whenever you define a constant, you need to initialize with values. Parameter signed 15:0 width, fixed sign and range of the parameter width. Width you are defining of size 16 bit. Some deferred parameter is also allowed. So deferred means here value is not assigned. Value can be assigned later also within the program. Deferred constant concept is also available. So generally we make use of these declarations only, where whenever you define a parameter or constant, you initialize with value. Next we see strings. Strings can be stored in register. The width of register variables must be large enough to hold the string. Each character in the string takes 8 bits or 1 byte. The width of the register is greater than the size of the string. Verilog fills bits to the left of the strings with zeros. If the register width is smaller than the string width, Verilog truncates the leftmost bits of the string. So here what we are discussing is, when you define a string and you are trying to assign a value, the value should be lesser than register width defined. Then in that case, leftmost bits are filled with 0. If the value that you are assigning or the string that you are assigning is larger than the size defined, in that case, so the leftmost bits of the strings are truncated. It is always safe to declare the string that is slightly wider than the requirement. If you see an example, you are defining a register 8 into 18 colon 1 string value. Declare a variable that is 18 bytes wide. So you are defining 18 bytes wide register with the name string value. And this syntax is somewhat similar to your vector declaration. 1 byte 18 location, 18 colon 1. 18 colon 1 means so total 18 elements, each of size 1 byte. String value is a name given for this register. You can using initial statement, you can assign a value. String value you are assigning hello Verilog world. You can count the within double quote whatever you are written, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 including spaces, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So string can be stored in a variable hello Verilog world. So slightly if you increase, means here either you change it to 18